I wiped the sweat off my brow, eyeing the squat rack. That's when I saw him, all lean muscle and perfect form. Our eyes met, and he flashed a grin. "Need a spot?" he asked. Yeah, thanks," I stammered. As he helped me, I couldn't help but notice his tattoo. "Sweet ink," I said. "Thanks," he replied. "I'm Alex, by the way." "Jake," I said, finishing my set. We chatted between exercises, discovering we were both in marketing. "No way," Alex laughed. "What are the odds?" As we wrapped up, he hesitated. "Hey, want to grab a protein shake?" I checked my watch. "Screw it. Sure, why not?" At the juice bar, conversation flowed easily. Then Alex mentioned his ex-boyfriend. I blinked. "Oh, you're gay?" "Yeah," he said, watching me carefully. "That cool?" I shrugged, ignoring the weird flip in my stomach. "Course. So about that campaign you mentioned." We talked shop until the gym closed. As we left, Alex said, "This was fun. Same time next week." I nodded, surprised at how much I was looking forward to it. Weeks flew by, and gym sessions with Alex became the highlight of my routine. Then one day, he dropped a bombshell. "My roommate's bailing," Alex said, re-racking his weights, moving back with his folks cause of this COVID shit. I froze. "Shit, that's rough. You gonna be okay alone?" He shrugged, but I saw the worry in his eyes. "I'll manage, just not thrilled about isolation. Why no?" I nodded, then blurted, "What if we moved in together?" Alex's eyebrows shot up, seriously. "Why not?" I said, warming to the idea. "My lease is up soon anyway. We get along, and neither of us wants to be alone if lockdown hits." He grinned. "Dude, that'd be awesome. You sure you're cool living with a gay guy?" I punched his arm. "Please, I'm not some homophobic asshole." 2 weeks later, I was hauling boxes into Alex's spare room. As I unpacked, he leaned against the doorframe. "Last chance to back out," he teased. I threw a pillow at him. "Shut up and help me make the bed." That night, we celebrated with beer and video games. As we trash-talked and laughed, I thought, this might be the best decision I've ever made. Little did I know how true that would turn out to be. Lockdown hit hard. Days blurred together, work from home became the new normal, and Alex was my only human contact. One night we were sprawled on the couch, half drunk, and laughing at some stupid movie. "Dude, pass the chips," Alex said, reaching across me. I grabbed the bag, but as I handed it over, our hands brushed. A jolt shot through me, and suddenly I was hyper-aware of how close we were. "You okay?" Alex asked, noticing my pause. "Yeah, just brain freeze or something," I lied, my heart racing. He shrugged and turned back to the movie, but I couldn't focus. What the hell was that? A few days later, it happened again. Alex was showing me his new tattoo, and when he grabbed my hand to trace the design, those damn butterflies were back. "Cool, right?" he said, oblivious to my internal freak out. "Yeah, cool," I managed, pulling away abruptly. Gotta pee." I locked myself in the bathroom, splashing water on my face. "Get it together, Jake. It's just the isolation. You're straight, remember?" But as the weeks wore on, these moments kept piling up. A lingering look here, an accidental touch there, and each time that fluttery feeling got harder to ignore. One morning I caught myself staring as Alex made coffee, admiring the way his t-shirt clung to his shoulders. Fuck, I thought, the realization hitting me like a truck. I think I'm falling for my roommate. The realization hit me like a freight train, and I spent the next few weeks in a daze. Every interaction with Alex became a minefield. One evening, he caught me staring. Earth to Jake, "You okay, man?" I blinked, heat rising to my cheeks. "Yeah, just thinking about work." He frowned. "You've been weird lately. Something up?" "Nah, I'm good," I lied, forcing a smile. But I wasn't good. I was a mess. Late at night, I'd lie awake, questioning everything I thought I knew about myself. I'm straight, right? I've always liked girls. But then why can't I stop thinking about Alex's smile, his laugh, the way his hand felt on mine? I tried to distract myself with work, but it was useless. Alex was always there, just a room away, driving me crazy without even trying. One day he walked in on me coming out of the shower. "Oh, sorry," he said, averting his eyes. But not before I caught him glancing at my chest. Was that appreciation in his look? "No worries," I mumbled, clutching my towel tighter. As I rushed to my room, my mind raced. Did he check me out? Does he feel this too? Or am I just seeing what I want to see? That night, I finally admitted it to myself. I had feelings for Alex. Real, undeniable feelings. But what the hell was I supposed to do about it? The tension in our apartment was thick enough to cut with a knife. Every interaction with Alex felt charged, loaded with unspoken words. One night we were sprawled on the couch, Netflix forgotten in the background. Alex's leg brushed mine and I nearly jumped out of my skin. "Dude, you okay?" he asked, eyebrow raised. "Yeah, just jumpy, I guess," I mumbled. He turned to face me, eyes searching mine. "Jake, what's going on? You've been acting weird for weeks." My heart raced. "I don't know what you're talking about." "Bullshit," he said, but his voice was soft. "Talk to me, man." I opened my mouth, closed it. The words stuck in my throat. Alex sighed, running a hand through his hair. "Look, if it's about me being gay..." "It's not that," I blurted. It's... Suddenly he was closer, much closer. I could see the flecks of gold in his hazel eyes. "Jake," he whispered. "What is it?" The air crackled between us. For a moment I thought he might kiss me. For a moment I wanted him to. Then his phone rang, shattering the moment. He jumped back, fumbling for his cell. "I gotta take this," he muttered, disappearing into his room. I sat there, heart pounding, mind reeling. What the hell just happened? That night, I barely slept, replaying the moment over and over. The way he looked at me, the electricity in the air. One thing was clear: something had to give. And soon. The almost kiss haunted me. I couldn't eat, couldn't sleep. Every time Alex and I were in the same room, the air felt electric. One morning, I stumbled into the kitchen, bleary-eyed from another sleepless night. Alex was there, shirtless, making coffee. "Rough night?" he asked, sliding a mug towards me. I grunted, trying not to stare at his abs. You could say that. He leaned against the counter, fixing me with a look. "Jake, we need to talk about..." "I gotta go..." I cut him off, fleeing to my room. I closed the door, heart racing. Fuck. What am I doing? That afternoon I called my sister. "Liz, I think I'm losing my mind," I blurted when she picked up. "Hello to you too, bro," she laughed. "What's up?" I took a deep breath. I think I'm into Alex." Silence. "Then your gay roommate Alex?" "Yeah," I whispered. "Oh, Jake," she said softly. "How long have you known?" "I don't know, weeks? Months? I'm so confused, Liz. I've never felt like this about a guy before." "Maybe it's not about guys," she said. "Maybe it's just about Alex." Her words hit me like a thunderbolt. Maybe it's just about Alex. "What do?" I asked. "You need to talk to him, Jake. Be honest." After we hung up, I sat on my bed, mind whirling. Be honest. Could I do that? Did I even know how to be honest about this when I barely understood it myself? A knock on my door made me jump. Jake, Alex's voice. "Can we talk?" My heart leaped into my throat. This was it. Moment of truth. I opened the door, heart pounding. Alex stood there, concern etched on his face. "Jake, we can't keep dancing around this," he said softly. I nodded, throat dry. "I know." We moved to the living room, tension thick in the air. Alex sat on the couch. I took the armchair. Distance felt safer. Look, Alex began, if I've made you uncomfortable. No, I interrupted. It's not you, it's... I trailed off, words failing me. Alex leaned forward. Jake, whatever it is, you can tell me. We're friends, right? Friends. The word stung more than it should have. I stood abruptly. I need some air. Before he could respond, I was out the door, down the stairs, onto the street. I walked for hours, mind racing. As night fell, I found myself in the park where we used to work out during lockdown. Memories flooded back, Alex spotting me, our laughs echoing in the empty space, the way the sunset caught his eyes. My phone buzzed. A text from Alex, come home when you're ready. I'm here. In that moment, everything crystallized. I couldn't run anymore. From Alex, from myself, from these feelings. I texted back on my way. We need to talk. The walk home felt like marching into battle, but with each step, resolve strengthened. By the time I reached our building, I knew what I had to do. I climbed the stairs slowly, rehearsing words in my head. As I reached our door, I took a deep breath. This is it, I thought. No turning back now. I unlocked the door, stepped inside. Alex was on the couch, looking up expectantly. Alex, I said, heart racing, there's something I need to tell you. The words hung in the air between us. Alex's eyes met mine, a mix of curiosity and apprehension in his gaze. Okay, he said softly. I'm listening. I took a deep breath, wiping my sweaty palms on my jeans. This is hard. Alex stood, moving closer. Jake, whatever it is. I have feelings for you, I blurted out. Silence. Alex's eyes widened, his mouth falling open slightly. What he whispered. I have feelings for you, I repeated, my voice steadier. Romantic feelings. And I'm freaking terrified because I've never felt this way about a guy before, but I can't ignore it anymore. Alex stared at me, frozen. The silence stretched, agonizing. Please say something, I begged. He blinked, seeming to snap out of a trance. How long? I don't know. Weeks? Months? I've been trying to figure it out. A small smile tugged at his lips, and here I thought I was imagining things. My heart skipped. What? Alex stepped closer, close enough that I could feel the warmth radiating from him. Jake, I've had feelings for you for a while, but I never thought. I mean, you're straight. I laughed, a bit hysterically. Yeah, I thought so too. His hand came up, hesitating just shy of touching my face. Can I? I nodded, not trusting my voice. Alex's fingers brushed my cheek, and I leaned into the touch. Our eyes locked, and suddenly we were kissing. It was nothing like I'd imagined, and everything I'd hoped for. His lips were soft, his stubble rough against my skin. I pulled him closer, deepening the kiss. When we finally broke apart, we were both breathing hard. Wow, Alex murmured. Yeah, I agreed, grinning like an idiot. He rested his forehead against mine. So what now? I took his hand, intertwining our fingers. Now, I think we figure this out together. The days after our confession blurred into a whirlwind of stolen kisses and late-night conversations. Everything felt new, exciting, and a little terrifying. One morning I woke to find Alex watching me, a soft smile on his face. Creep, I mumbled, but I was grinning. He leaned in, kissing me softly. Morning, boyfriend. The word sent a thrill through me. Boyfriend, I repeated, testing it out. I liked the sound of that. But as we settled into our new reality, challenges arose. The first time we went out as a couple, I froze when Alex tried to hold my hand in public. Sorry, I muttered, shoving my hands in my pockets. Alex's face fell, but he nodded. It's okay, we'll take it slow. That night, as we lay in bed, I confessed my fears. I'm not ashamed of us. I'm just still figuring this out. He pulled me closer. I know, Jake. We've got time. And we did take it slow. Alex was patient as I navigated my newfound identity. But there were moments of frustration too. One night, after a few drinks, Alex blurted out, "Sometimes I worry you'll wake up and decide this was all a mistake." The words hit me like a punch to the gut. "Alex, no, that's not." I know, he sighed. "It's just, this is all new for you. What if you decide you're not into guys after all?" I cupped his face, making him look at me. "I may not be sure about guys in general, but I'm sure about you." He smiled, but I could see the doubt lingering in his eyes. That night I lay awake, Alex's words echoing in my head. I knew then that if we were going to make this work, I needed to face my fears head on. The next morning, I made a decision. "Alex," I said over breakfast, "let's go out. On a real date. And this time I want to hold your hand." Our first real date was a roller coaster of emotions. As we walked down the street, hand in hand, my palm was sweaty, and my heart raced. "You okay?" Alex asked, squeezing my hand. I nodded, taking a deep breath. "Yeah, just new territory." We got a few looks, some smiles, one glare, but with each step it got easier. By the time we reached the restaurant, I was walking tall, proud to be with Alex. Over dinner, we talked about the future. So Alex said, twirling pasta on his fork, "Where do you see this going?" I reached across the table, taking his hand. "Honestly, I see a future with you, Alex. All of it moving in together for real, maybe marriage someday, the whole deal." His eyes widened. Yeah, I said, surprising myself with how much I meant it. "I'm all in." That night, as we stumbled home, slightly drunk and giddy with happiness, Alex pulled me close on our doorstep. "I love you, Jake," he whispered. My heart soared. "I love you too." As weeks turned into months, and months into years, our love only grew stronger. We had our ups and downs, sure. Coming out to my family was tough, and we still had moments of insecurity, but we faced it all together. 3 years to the day after that first kiss, I took Alex back to the park where I'd had my realization. As the sun set, painting the sky in brilliant oranges and pinks, I got down on one knee. "Alex," I said, pulling out the ring I'd been carrying for weeks, "you turned my world upside down in the best way possible. Will you marry me?" Tears in his eyes, he nodded. "Yes, you idiot. Of course, yes." As I slipped the ring on his finger and pulled him in for a kiss, I marveled at how far we'd come. From confused roommates to fiancés, it had been one hell of a journey. But looking into Alex's eyes, I knew one thing for certain: this was just the beginning of our adventure.